Yay, Christelle. We got South Africa, right? We got South Africa in the house. We got lots of it. I love it. Tell me, look, we got lots of communities. I think we have five. I think five communities we invited, maybe more. I'm not sure. We got Mindy, Jess, Christelle, Ina. Is Ina on here? I can't even see everybody. Yay, all the way from South Africa. All right. Well, I love that you guys are here, and I'm sorry about the time with Michelle's about the Spanish. I That call just got put on the calendar this morning, if you noticed. So, I don't ever like to do calls at the same time because we have a lot of training at our fingertips. So, I love it. I love it. I love it. Jesse, can you see people coming in and you can admit them? Okay. Tev, I'm going to try to make you a co-host also. Can you have more than one co-host? I don't know. We're going to try it out. I want Q&A at the end, and oh, I messed up the chat. No, I'm not going to keep you all day. Okay. Is that good? Thumbs up if that's good. I don't like to lay on Zooms all day. You know that. Other people lay on Zooms 5 and 6 hours. That's not me. I'm not your girl for that. We are going to get straight to the point. No fluff. I want to encourage you today. Thumbs up. John Lewis says thumbs up. I love to use the chat. I want to see your facial expressions. I have you all on my screen so I can see as many of you as possible. And if you see me on live, it's the same, right, Beth? We're the same here as we are on live. You're in my house. We're very informal, but I want to encourage you today because I just believe that's what Christ called me to do. So I'm going to do my very best. And I want to step on your toes because you're here to learn and you've given up an hour of your time and I want to help you. Okay? Are we good? So how many of you got your notebooks ready? Oh no, is Mindy here? She texted me. Mindy said she got a passcode. Did you guys have to have a passcode? Um, no. Let's see. Mindy.
No,
I didn't think so. If she comes on, somebody text her the link or something for me. I just hit the button and it let me right in. Did that do that for you guys? Okay, I thought so. We'll see if she messages me back. You guys keep an eye out for Mindy because her community is here too. Um, we just got back from the mastermind. And we did some breakout rooms at the mastermind where you sat with like Micah Michelle and Jen and then me and Michelle S. So we did three little breakout rooms at the mastermind. And I had about 15 people want me to do their community, and some of them didn't respond. And Jessie was like, "Oh, let's do it." And she kind of inspired this. 'Cause I'm like, I could just do one big call for all the communities. We don't need to break it up because we're just going to talk about the same thing. And my goal for you is when you get done listening to me, I don't know why you want to listen to me, but I'm flattered that you do. I want you to simplify the message that you're putting on the internet because you're in your head, you're overthinking it, and it doesn't have to be that difficult. And that's my desire for you as you listen to me. Because if you see me and know me, you know I just like spit out the same thing. I don't overthink it. I just do it. And I know it's a gift, and I know not everybody's like that, but I want you to just be able to like go make a video, right? Beth, go make a video. You're right here beside me. So there's Mindy. Mindy's here. Everybody give Mindy a round of applause. She finally made it. Okay. At the mastermind, we did those groups, and the theme of mine and Michelle S's group was what do you stand for? And I've been thinking about like all the stuff I already talked about in those breakout rooms. How can I dissect that for you? What do you stand for? Why are you here? What do you want people to know about you? What do you stand for? And there's two different ways we can look at this. And I got my notes right here on the thing. Electronic notes. You guys will be very proud of me. I got a big fat computer screen, so I don't have to look down at my paper notes. If I put you on a stage, and there's 45 people in this room. So if I put you on a stage and there was 45 people looking at you, what could you talk about for 30 minutes? Like one topic. But I want you to think of five topics. So always hold out your hand. What five things about you are personal to you that you could talk about for five on stage, five apiece for 30 minutes? And I want you to think about that. Put like, if you're doing paper, one, two, three, four, five. That's what you stand for. The first five things that come to your mind without you thinking about it, that's what you stand for. And you guys probably know a lot about me, right? You know a lot about me. You could probably tell my story. You could tell everybody where I live, what I love to eat. You know my dog's names. You guys hear it so much. Even Michelle, it's the same way. You hear us tell our story over and over and over and over. How many of you could probably get on my TikTok and tell my story? Anybody want to raise their hand? Can I do that for you? Can I get on your TikTok and tell your story? I see you, Anna, shaking your head. No. You tell my story because why do you tell my story? Why do you know about me? When I'm on live every day or when I make a video, is it different? Is my stuff different every time I get on there? Or am I saying the same thing over and over and over and over again? Right? I'm saying the same thing. Thank you, Willow. Hi, Willow. I'm saying the same thing over and over and over. Do you guys know that I stand for Jesus? Right? Like that's number one. I try to talk about Christ as often as I can. You know I stand for my faith, right? You know what? I love pickles, the silly stuff. You know I have Crohn's disease. You know, like I have a dog. I mean, I'm just thinking about the little things that I talk about over and over and over. When you get on a live or when you make a video, now hear me out. I don't look at anybody else. Look at me. When you get on a live or when you make a video, do you feel like you need a different idea every day? Yes or no? Put that in the chat. Yes or no? Do you think, oh, I need something new and fresh, and there's just this one secret sauce, and this one thing I say, and this one hook's going to make me go viral, and I'm going to do this one thing on my live today, and it's going to make me big time? You're wrong. All of you yeses are wrong. But you feel that way, don't you? Uh, you feel that I need a new hook. I need something new and fresh for the day because I'm going to do this one thing. It's going to make me go. Willow, don't say that. I need this one thing. I'm going to do this one brand new thing, and it's going to make me go viral. I'm going to make $1 million. You need you. The reason why you guys know so much about me is because I say the same thing over and over and over. And it didn't hit me until like 1 year in that I was just doing the same thing over and over and over. And I think when the community started breaking up and Michelle opened the community builders and it went crazy, that's when I think I realized you don't need 50 million different mentors telling you 50 million different things, right? You need really good stuff about yourself to talk about over and over and over again. It does happen, John Lewis. We have a wealth of information at our fingertips, right? We have people teaching different platforms. We have people making more money. We have people doing way things different that we are not taught a lot. And we have Michelle that makes a lot of money. So we think we need to do exactly what she should do because we want to be successful like her. So we need to talk like her. We need to look like her. We need to put our stickers up like her. We need to be just like her. But you're not. So we're good. Like this is you. You got to figure out how you can be you on the internet. They're afraid of being a broken record. I totally agree. But if you're trying to be something different and flashy every day, your audience is just as confused as they are. And that's why you're not growing. And that's why you're not connecting because they have no idea who you are. They have no idea what you stand for. And they have no idea every day, every day. I'm going to get, you can't talk that fast. I know I'm fast. I'm sorry. I'll slow down. Let me give you an example. I sold weight loss products for 3 years. That's all I did on Facebook. I sold weight loss products. And I had people come to me and they would start to sell the product and then they would go something else, or then they would go do Facebook Marketplace, or they'd do 31 bags, or they'd be like, oh, I want to do this. They were a jack of all trades and a master of none. And their audience had no idea what they were doing because they were all over the place. Have you seen people like that? Do you know how you do this on your stories on Facebook? And every other week you got some friend in there that's doing something. That's right, John. Every other week somebody's selling something different. Do you know I have not sold weight loss products since October of 2023 and I still get people once or twice a month. Do you still sell that weight loss pudding? Because I did it every day. That's all I talked about. Because I did one thing. So I might step on your toes, but if you're trying to do legacy and another thing and another thing and another thing, your audience is confused. If you do not have consistent audience and a consistent following and consistent community with one program, you can't start a bunch of other ones because your audience is going to be like, what's she doing? What's she stand for? What does she mean? Who is she? What is she trying to do? You might not want to hear that, but that's probably the truth. You got all these little hats and all these little baskets, and nobody knows which one is the right one. You got eggs, all your eggs in different baskets. So what do you stand for? The 5 things that automatically come to your mind that you could talk about. Like for me, I could talk about Christ. I could talk about marriage. I would talk about Crohn's disease and belly issues, like the things that I talk about. I talk about making money online. I talk about coaching other people. I talk about going to church, like the things that's the five things I think about when I just have to spout it out. What do you stand for? Does your audience have any idea? Those five things, what you stand for. What do others see in you? If I took your audience on whatever platform and I asked them about you, would they be able to tell your story? Would they be able to tell me anything about Elisa? What would they tell me about you? What would they say about you if they were like, "Oh yeah, I follow her on Facebook." Your audience might be confused as you. How many of you feel like right now you're trying to make money online, but you're still confused? You bought a program, you're in somebody's community, maybe you've tried a bunch of different things, but you're still just not getting what you want, and you're just a little bit confused. Maybe you don't know what to say. Right. I feel like a lot of people feel that way, and that's okay. But what do you stand for? If you're not talking about yourself, if you're not talking about your story, then you're probably just word vomiting about your program, right? You're probably, are you guys an expert about your program? You know all the nice words, all the big words, all the other mentors say, you know what it does, you know about all the little quirks, all the good, all the programs, all the mentoring, all the calls, all the automations, blah, 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 blah. You're an expert at your program, but you have no connection with your audience. And mic drop. It's very easy to become an expert because are you watching all the trainings? Are you plugging into the daily videos? Are you on all the Zooms? Are you asking all the questions? Are you doing all the things? Are you checking off all the boxes? You're an expert at your program, right? We're an expert at our program. But you are not the master of your message and you're not connecting with your audience because you're just talking about your program. And I'm going to go one step further. I would say almost at least once a month. It used to happen a lot. But at least once a month or so now, I get people that are in the digital growth community and they private message me on TikTok and say, "Hey, what program are you selling? I want to buy it from you." And they're already in the same program that I have. And they have no idea I'm even selling it. They didn't look at my website. They just heard me on live. I'm like, "Oh, I want to do what she's doing." That still happens to me. Now, I know it's funny because I talk about it all the time, but are you the master of your message or are you just mastering your program and are you word vomiting on your audience? Shiny object, yes. People always want shiny object. If you're jumping around from selling different things and pushing different things, your audience is confused. That's right, Beth. Beth knows who she's speaking to. She speaks to the same person every time she speaks. You don't need a different hook every video, all 3 videos a day. I've been saying the same thing. The expression, if you're in my community, we talk about this in my coaching all the time, don't we? You need 1 or 2 really good things and you just talk about them over and over and over. The hook, I can't be the only mom too, is maybe $500,000. I cannot be the only mom who, because I say it every day. So we are taught, and like tomorrow in DGC, Michelle's given us 105 hooks. She announced it today on her live. That's a lot, and it's great, and you have the wealth of it at your fingertips, and I'm sure we will use it. Use it. But I want to simplify it for you. That's why I was asked to speak, to simplify it for you. Are you stuck in the training? How many of you know that you're watching a lot of training? How many of you get stuck on a Zoom for a few hours and then you don't make a video? You're overwhelmed, your brain is mush, and then you're like, I don't feel like making a video. For me, I had to listen to the first maybe 20 minutes and then I'll get off. I don't listen to the Q&A. I go back and listen to it on 2x speed or I just don't listen to it at all. Now that Spanish is launching, I do think we need to plug in if you're going to promote it so you know what to talk about, but it's going to be a whole lot. That Q&A call right now is probably wonderful, but I bet you it's a whole lot of this because people ask the same thing over and over and over. If you were at the mastermind, you experienced that, right? It was just the same questions over and over and over. That's why that to me doesn't bother missing that because I know I'll get all of that later. When I think of just, I am simple, Danielle, just simple. And that could be a bad thing. I'm a very surface level person. I'm not an overthinker. Michelle S. and I have been working very, very closely since February. And she tells me all the time, you're such a generalized thinker. I don't dig deep. I don't know how I was a food stamp auditor for 17 years. I just don't like, I'm not, I'm not reading policy. I'm just checking off the boxes. Thank you. Have a nice day. Go away. Like I'm just very go do it. And maybe that's why my approach is so different. A lot of people are overthinkers. So I want to give you permission to kind of audit yourself. And I already threw my paper away for the week. We do this on my private coaching. I get a sheet of computer paper and I write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I go through and write what Zooms are in every community. And then I determine if I'm going to be on it, but I need to see it and I need to see if I need to be on it. And if it's time, like close to bedtime or Bible study time, forget it. Like that call tonight in DGC, nope, it's not happening because that's my family time. And I started this business and now I don't want to take away from my family time. I don't like to do calls late at night. So I'm not going to be on that call. And like you can watch it later. To me, watching it tomorrow at 10 o'clock while my daughter's in school is more important than taking time away from her. So to me, that's my peace. Does that understand? Like that's my balance. You guys have to find the balance. You do not have to be on every call. If you have your website set up, you don't need to be on a tech call. Do you know how many people I meet that are still like been in here 6 months or a year and they get on every single tech call? Stop. If you have your website set up and you don't have a tech question, you don't need to be on a tech call. So I want you to evaluate your time, find the harmony. That's right, John. Find the balance. Find what works for you. Some people thrive on listening to these Zooms and it really pumps you up and you get going. To me, you know what it does? It just makes me feel like if I'm on too much, then I don't have an actionable step and I'm not applying anything and I just wasted that time. I'm not wasting. I mean, I'm not trying to be like, but like if I had an hour and I like this call was about maybe it's Facebook, like Victoria's doing Facebook tonight. Well, I'm pretty good at Facebook, so I don't necessarily want to be on that, but I could listen to the replay tomorrow. Maybe I'll go make videos or something. You know what I mean? Like, how can I more? If you guys work during the day and you have time in the evening, I would rather make videos so tomorrow you don't have to. So evaluate yourself. Evaluate the time that you're spending because now this is going hand in hand. Just hear me out. You know how I am. I'm a little squirrely when you're on all that training, listening to all these other people, I think it kind of makes you foggy in what you stand for and what you should say and what words come out of your mouth. Am I allowed to say that, Tev? When you listen to 15 different creators and you're on every training Zoom and you're in her community and his community and her community and they speak this way and they speak that way and they say this and you have all that in your brain, you're going to get foggy and the words out of your mouth are not your words. They're other people's words. And the people watching you pick up on you trying to act like somebody else. The human body knows when you're trying to not be yourself. The human mind processes that. I think the human mind knows when we're true and organic and real and raw. And that's one of the best compliments I've got after 2 years. You're so real. You're so like raw. Well, I'm not trying to impress anybody. And if you don't like it, that's fine. I don't care. That's just how I feel. Like when we are listening to so many other voices and then try to show up on camera like they show up on camera, then you're not showing up as your true self. We imprint on them. Yes, we do, Christelle. Listen, years ago, I was a manager at a shoe store, and this little girl I worked with, we became really good friends, but I picked up her accent. Have you guys ever done that, hanging out with people? I picked up her accent. I think about her all the time. It's been years since I saw her. But that's the first time, as an adult, I realized I was being something different. And I think about her all the time because I picked up the way she talks and I started saying things like her. And that's not a bad thing. I love the mentors in all of our communities. But are you trying to be more like them and less like you and then coming across as somebody that you're not? It's very possible. So we are creatures of habit. I want you to get back to the things that you stand for, the things that you want people to know about you. And I'm going to give this to you as I did this to Ina, I think at the mastermind. I dare you to go live for 30 minutes and do not mention that you do Legacy Builder or whatever your offer is. Don't mention making money online. Talk about yourself for half an hour. Try to connect. Ask them questions. Don't talk about anything that has to do with making money online or digital marketing for 30 minutes. You've got to reset. If we're hearing all these voices and we're not getting the results and you need something different, try to just not talk about the money part of it and just talk about yourself and connect. And that's going to help you mentally be like, find out what you want to talk about and what your values are, or what your core is, or what you stand for. When you take the money equation out of it and the fact that you're trying to sell somebody something, how many of you feel spammy if you're on live? You'll just feel like you're selling and you're pushing and you're like begging somebody to buy from you. Don't talk about it that way. Stop. Try to go live and not talk about the fact that you make money online. I just did a Bible study. There was only 12 people on. I have 120,000 followers on my TikTok and 12 people got on. I don't care. I still did it anyways. And we just had like a 30-minute Bible study before this. And I very casually mentioned, I help people make money online. If you want help, send me a message. And then that's it. Like I just talked about other stuff. If you feel like you need that reset and you feel like you're just selling and you're pushing and you're constantly like, oh, buy my product or whatever, if you feel that way, just do it without talking about your program, talking about your offer. You guys' wheels turning a little bit? You're looking at me like I got 7 heads over here. I need some facial expressions, okay? I mean, you may like get off of here and tell your leader in your community, like, gosh, why did you have her speak in here? What the heck's wrong with you? You have to do what's best for you. B-roll videos. Yay, Chris! You have to do what's best for you. And sometimes we get clogged up with all the training and all the videos and all the people that are trying to help us, which is such a blessing. Analyzing my lives in my head. Yes, Anna, did you watch that live training I sent you? Did it help you think? Yay! I did a live training on how I go live, what I do before I go live, how I speak when I'm on live. And it's like it to me it was nothing, but I guess there's something about the way I go live and it's helpful. I love that it helped you. Yay! I just sat down and thought about all the things I do when I go live. I love it. I'm nodding, she says, and the wheels are turning. I love it, Willow. Think about, I'm a pen and paper, so I like to write down my 5 things of my core values. And if you know that there's like a few people that watch you on live, you know, like you have your community and they never bought from you, but they watch you on live, what would they say about you? What do they know about you? Can they tell your story? And it's in my community. It's pinned to the top of my community. This will be, would it be able to get access? Yes. So my TikTok training is $47. You have access to it forever. It's 1 hour and there's 2 PDFs that go with it. It's in my community. When I stop talking or explaining the business and instead change my focus to I have an option to retire early. Yes, change your focus. I love that, Maria. I love that. Um, and I'm going to use myself as an example. This, you guys know so much about me because I talk about myself. But as society and as our age group, how many of you were taught not to talk about yourself? And don't put pictures of yourself on the internet. And you need to mind your own business, right, Christina? Don't be doing that. So then here you are trying to make money online and trying to talk about yourself, and you're competing with yourself, right? Because mama taught you to mind your business and keep yourself off the internet. I know, because my mom did too. And some of my family still makes fun of me. I don't care. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. But subconsciously, we argue with ourselves. Now, I'm not a mindset person. If you call Jen Stillian, if you need mindset help, my mindset help comes from Christ. I can't coach you on that. But I'm just saying, yay! I'm just saying, like, I can't. It's hard to put yourself out there when you've been taught your whole life to not put yourself out there. And then here you are talking about yourself on the internet. So find your core values and find your 5 things that you want to talk about. And if you need a reset, take a reset. And try to go live without talking about your offer. Anna, have you done that yet? I lost her. She was right. Oh, there she is. I think I dared you to do that at the mastermind. Go live without talking about your offer. My family does have the guts to argue with me, and they don't believe my bank statements. I don't care. Guess what? I serve an audience of one, and that's all that matters. Oh, I didn't see your comment. I know when I'm done, I want you to come off mute. Okay, I got one more thing. I want you to simplify, and I don't want to keep you on all day long, but I want you to think about, and we do this in my private coaching, 3 things that really stick out about you. And if you guys have seen me on live, I talk about it and I'll make a video for like somebody that wants to buy the program. You've seen me do that. How many of you see me do that? And I'll pick out like, okay, John, tell me 3 things about you. Do you have a kid? Are you married? Where do you live? How old are you? And the person that wants to buy from me tells me something about them. And I make them a video when I'm on live. You guys need to do the same concept for yourself. You really need to do the same concept. You You don't need 50 million hooks for every single day. You need three really good things about yourself and just regurgitate it over and over and over. Like Willow. I don't know how old you are, Willow. 60, 50, and Willow's retired. 65, retired. Right, Willow? I can't see your face. There's too many people in here. So, Willow, if I were Willow, I would talk about being 65 and still not financially where I thought I would be at 65 years old. And every day I would say that in a video. Does that make sense? Like, how many of you have ever bought somebody's 30-day hook strategy? I'm gonna raise my hand because I did it too. I bought their strategy. I did it every day. Yeah. How many of you have ever binge watched my TikTok account? Now, do I say a bunch of different things on my TikTok account? No, at least X no. Over and over and over. Now, again, my strategy is way different, and I just try to keep it as simple as I can because when I started this, I was working a full-time job, homeschooling Tessa. I did not have time to make videos. I did not have time to be on my phone. My time now and my leadership and my audience is way different than it was a year ago. Please understand that. But I still feel like we need to simplify our message. I'm that guy that Picasso's every big creator's work and changes it by 5%. Recreate it. You'll never make the same video twice. You will speak different, you'll sound different, and you will say different things. And I've been recreating the same thing over and over and over. You need to simplify it. The strategy does work. If you're doing the same thing and you've been in this community 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, if you're doing the same thing over and over and over, obviously what you are doing does not work. You have to do something different. You have to change the way you speak, change what you're saying, change the way you're showing up. Keep it simple, silly. That's what we just said on one Zoom, Heather. Keep it simple, silly. KISS, the KISS method. Um, so like the first 3 seconds of your video is the most important. You should know that by now. If you have a pause, take it out. If you're not loud, that's okay. Find a way to get creative so people will want to watch you. And if you look sad and you look lonely and you look boring, then what you're saying out of your mouth better be really creative or they're not going to watch you because you have a lot of competition on the internet and people are doing a lot of things to get a lot of people's attention and you have to find a way to set yourself apart. And you can do that with yourself. You're like with Willow being 65, how many other people over 60 are not financially ready for retirement? There's a statistic. We looked it up on one of my Zooms. Somebody go Google it. How many people over that are retired still don't have enough money? A lot. Like, well, I think it was 80 some percent. Don't you think those people were on the internet too? Sure, everybody has a smartphone now. You know what? How many people work in a corporate job hate being away from their kids? Don't you think a lot of them? If you like, you guys, I'm trying to figure out how to like, when we break these little things down about yourself, then you're like, oh, I just need to do this. There are 11,200 who turn 65 every day in the US. 11,000 people turn 65 every day in the US. How many of those can't retire comfortably? Probably a lot. You know, do you see where you just need a few little things and you need to talk about it over and over and over? You need to simplify. You need to get out of the weeds of training, find out your message, and just go say it over and over and over. I'm stuck at work, so I don't have to deal with the drama of my grandkids. There you go, Danielle. Could you turn that into a video? Have you ever turned that into a video? I mean, in reality, how many other moms love their alone time? You know, how could you turn that into a video? Social Security is not enough. I used to give food stamps to little old people that lived off of $714 a month, and it broke my heart. Social Security is not enough. But do you talk about that in your videos? You know, like, how many of you know I had a ton of credit card debt, right? I talk about it all the time. I paid it off. Don't you think that was embarrassing for me to talk about? How many people are on here that are over 50 that have credit card debt? That's embarrassing. There's 60 people on here. It's embarrassing. Do we have like, right, Tev, we have like an image. People on Facebook know us. We have an image. They think we're doing great. And we are doing great, but is it an image? And are you afraid to talk about the things? Willow and I talk about this all the time. When you get down to the things that embarrass you, that you don't want to talk about, That's when your audience is going to start watching you. That's when they're going to be, oh man, me too. If you're skimming the surface and you're just like, oh, I'm so tired of working every day, all day. I found a way to make money online. So what? So's everybody else. 80% of people over, wait, I'm going to read this. 80% of people over 60 are financially insecure. Holy crap, that's a huge statistic. I've learned what a holler is. That's so funny. A long time. My mom is 81 and has $75 to live off after paying her bills. That's ridiculous. She's probably worked her whole life. Do you love your job enough to be there for the next 20 years? The 40-40-40 plan, Carrie. You work 40 years of your life for 40 hours a week for 40% of your paycheck. Social Security was never intended to be a person's only income. It was designed to be a supplement. I know. But so many people don't have the means to do anything different. I went from homeless and addicted to running my own agency. You're too shy to talk about it. John, when you step out, you'll connect with your audience. Do you know that almost every time I'm on live, somebody talks to me about being homeless? You guys have probably been on there. People talk about, I'm getting ready to lose my home or I'm homeless. Almost every time I'm on a live, somebody says that. John, you have a huge audience that's waiting for you. You're doing them a disservice. You have to talk about it. I see you typing. You're like, I gotta type, I gotta type. You have to talk about it. Those people need you. How many other people have been homeless that's been in our community? We've talked about them, right? There's been quite a few people in our community that were homeless and bought this program. I love that. Your story is why I follow you, not your business strategies. Heather, that needs to be a bumper sticker. That is so good. I love my job enough to be here for another 20 years, 12 years. Skimming the surface, that's me. I don't like digging deep. I'm afraid of what I'll find. When you dig deep, Susan, your audience will connect with you. Everybody else on the internet trying to make money is just skimming the surface, hoping one of their videos will go viral. When you get down in the quick where it hurts real bad and you don't like it, that's when your audience will be like, oh, that's going to hit them in the heart too. You have to get down where it's embarrassing. Just like John, you don't want to talk about that. You're afraid of what people will say about you. You're afraid of the judgment of others. You're afraid of what if somebody sees me talking about that? I mean, we put up an image, right? Disability is $967 per month. Yeah, in April. And April's here to make money online. That's not enough. You did one radio broadcast and it sits at the bottom of YouTube. John, you got to get loud. People need you. People need you, John. People need you. See all these comments. Now, do you guys ever speak on your videos and talk about these things that make you feel this way right now on this Zoom with me? Like, what is it about being on a Zoom call that you'll open up and talk about these things that bother you, but you won't open up and talk about them on a video? Is it because you're afraid of everybody else seeing you? Is it somebody you know, somebody you used to work with? Patricia, if I were you, I'd go make a video. As emotional as you are right now, you just got off a call with your supervisor. I'm ready to quit. Go make a video. When we're on our private coaching and we get in a groove, I just make them turn their camera off and go make a video. You will make the best videos when you're in the state that you're in right now. Patricia, if you quit your job right now and you lost that stream of income, you would have to get loud. You would have to get emotional. You would have to make money online. And the way you show up will be different. How many of you have another stream of income besides the offer that you have right now online? Okay, most of us, right? We have another stream of income. What would you show up different if you lost that other stream of income today? Yeah. So are you just comfortably talking online? Just waiting. Maybe you'll get a viral video or you do a trend or you do a really cool sound and people will start randomly putting their email in your link. How many of you have that mindset? I'm going to do that trend. I'm going to do that video. Oh, maybe my video will take off and go viral and I'll just go crazy. Would you show up different if you lost your mainstream of income today, the way you spoke on social media? You're right, John. We will announce the bad stuff, right? You go to a good restaurant or a bad restaurant, you're more likely to tell somebody that the food was crap. It's just our human nature. So you just be the shift, John Lewis. You be the shift that your audience needs. I would have time to build my dreams. That's right. Listen, you guys, when I first started this, I sacrificed sleep. I worked from my computer. I homeschooled Tessa. I would stay up till 12 or 1 in the morning, watching training, making videos, going live. Have you guys ever been on live with me in the middle of the night? I used to go live all the time in the middle of the night. I just wouldn't sleep. You can't get comfortable here. You will not move the needle if you're comfortable in this business. It's not going to work. You're comfortable because you have another stream of income, or maybe you're comfortable because you know you have a backup plan. But if that got removed from you, you would change the way you show up. John, I hope I'm not being too hard on you. I'm just using you as an example because you're like right there, right there in my face, and you opened up to me. So I'm putting you on the spot. I lost my plan A, John. I lost my job. I was already making money here, but had I not, it would have completely devastated me. It's like the Lord knew it was coming, and He knew I had to have it. You have to show up like you're already going to lose it. And sometimes we show up in the mode of training. We need training. We need Zooms. We need trainings. You guys came here hungry today. I want to feed you. I beg Christ to give you what you needed. You don't need 15 Zooms a week. You need a video that's so good it makes you cry. And you just do that video every day. Do one of them every day. One of those really good down in the, it's going to hurt when I say this videos. You need one every single day. Same thing. We have to stay hungry. I love that. Be the shift. Be the shift. Let's do Q&A for 20 minutes. You guys want to do Q&A? You can raise your hand and I can try to unmute you if that's probably the easiest way. Christina had your hand up first. Hey, girl.
Thank you so much, Jess. I was so excited to get in here. So I was confused. You said that we can talk about ourselves and post videos about ourselves. But what I have done is my husband and I'll do videos together. Like if we play in video games, I'll record them and whatnot. But I'll still make it about the business. And I don't like doing that because I want people to see my fun side. I want people to see my chickens and my crazy animals and stuff like that. How do I do that? Is it going to confuse people to have my personal videos in there?
It's about the wording you're putting on the screen. You mean like you're making it different than about the business?
Yeah, I'm making it about the business. My personal stuff, I'm putting business stuff on there. And I don't like doing that because it's not showing, it's showing part of me, but they're not getting the whole thing because it's got wording on it.
Okay, so my opinion is personal fun stuff, you need to save that for Facebook. Everything on TikTok should be one thing about your business. Even if it's you and your husband playing video games, put words over the screen about how we make money online and still have time to play video games.
Okay, that's what I've done. I just didn't know if it was supposed to be there. So keep that all to Facebook.
I think random crap needs to be on Facebook. Okay, I think TikTok should be all business.
Perfect.
That's my opinion.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Is that all the only question you have? You're easy.
Yes, I think so.
You're easy. Horace, did I say your name right?
Horace? Yeah, Horace. You said it right. Hi, Jess. I haven't went live yet.
Okay.
I'm procrastinating, like you said, and trying to come up with the next big thing when I haven't even been successful at the first biggest thing. So that not talking about your offer, I haven't even crafted it yet. I don't know if that's going to apply to me, or should I just, I kind of talk about the same thing most of the time. I talk about being retired, my heart issues, going back to work because I had to and getting fired. I usually talk about things that discuss you on the job. I don't know. I just kind of got burnt out with the 3 videos. I really want to get to YouTube because I think that's going to be more of me where I can sit and talk. I got a big mouth, but sometimes I can't really express myself in 60 minutes. So,
or 60 seconds, you mean?
Yes.
Yes. So are you doing 3 talking videos a day?
Well, I was ready to jump off the bridge. So a couple of weeks ago, I cut down to 1. I just do 1 talking video a day. On Sunday on TikTok, I used to do 2 inspirational. I do 1. It'll usually be words and a gospel song, something that's moving. And then 6 days a week, I mostly do pain points
Okay.
But I was doing like I used to have a little series that said today what I learned about digital marketing. I did that for 50 days. It did all right. And then I did the other one where I tried to just bring a point out about the business, trying to cover 3 topics. But I think what happened is a few weeks back when the TikTok algorithm took a big dump on everybody, and then it came back and I was like steady. I mean, I never did crazy on any videos on TikTok, but I could get 100 pretty much without thinking about it. And then
Okay.
now it's like some days, then a week ago, the algorithm took another dump around the 23rd. And I just got disgusted. It's like I'm putting all this in. Sometimes I'm doing all this editing and doing all that. And then it's like I can see them holding it down because I go on my backup account and the thing is saying 0 after like 5 minutes. And I was like, that's not the video, that's them. And then
Are
I
you
get
posting
disgusted.
on any other platform?
I post on Facebook. I do stories on Facebook. I do like 4 or 5 about business during the week. I do like one inspirational quote, and then on Sunday and Saturday I don't post. I'm getting my stuff ready for YouTube, but
Right.
I was doing TikTok like I said, and once the putting all that time in and only getting a few minutes, I mean a few views, I got a few people in the funnel not getting no progress, and it kind of crushed me. So I'm trying to regroup and get back into it.
Why haven't you went live?
Trying to be too perfect, worrying about how I'm going to set it up because I used to just go on random people's live in the beginning when I was trying to get to 1,000 followers. And some of the ladies were real nice. They were in different things, but they would help me. And
Uh-huh.
like you said, sometimes taking too much stuff. And I'm an overthinker, big time.
No, I would never have known that about you. Mm-mm. Um, I think going live is magical because I think it really helps you connect with people. But it's very overwhelming,
Right.
right? It's very daunting. Um, Mindy says, I wish I could go live for hours. What if you went live and just set a time limit? And do you have like, in my TikTok training, I did like a
I
font.
got the training. I
You
got the
got,
training.
so you know the 5 things. You've got it already.
And let me just tell you one other thing I forgot to mention. I'm not a shy person. Like, you
No,
know,
you said you had a big mouth.
I'm not a preacher, but I spoke in church a few weeks ago. I mean, I can speak in front of people. It doesn't frighten me. It's just overthinking. It's too I'm in my own way.
Right. So you are the only one that can help you get out of your own way.
Right.
But if you're already speaking in front of people, when you go on camera, it's kind of nerve-wracking because you're just staring at yourself,
Right.
right? Psychologically, you could print some pictures out and put them behind your phone and act like you're talking to other people. I've had people do that before. Set
Okay.
your alarm for 10 or 15 minutes and get off. Like if you need to do it and you need structure and you need your points to talk about, have your notes in front of you. Don't be embarrassed about going to your notes and just go live.
Okay. And one last you answered my question on the thing, but it was a brief answer. Um you said you give a few coins. Somebody told me like don't spend a ton of money giving people coins on I've never given anybody anything because I don't understand the money system.
The
Like should I
coin.
buy $20 and give out like a I don't really
I mean, you don't have to. You can just like heart, you can heart the screen for free.
okay.
But
I do that.
TikTok's AI and it feeds off of your interaction. So like
Okay.
if you post your videos and get off the app and then go live or try to go live and you never spend any time engaging on the app, you will not get pushed out.
All right.
You
I
have to.
engage, but
Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
No, you're
I
fine.
engage, but like when I was going crazy at it, I'd be in and out all day long. And I notice now that usually I go on like 10 minutes before. I jump on these Asian ladies, they selling a gimbal, but they're in digital marketing and they don't ask you to interact. So I can put them on and I'll go on my phone and I'll comment on videos, repost a few things, post my video, do some more
Okay.
hearts on the live Asian ladies doing selling their gimbal, and then I get off. But I don't really stay on. There's a few people in the community that I see often. If they come up, I'll go and post on theirs, and I'll post on people who comment on mine. But since I got burnt out, I don't stay on the app as much as I used to. And I notice my viewership, I mean, my followers doesn't go up. and
I
getting
think you just
hundreds.
answered your own question. If you're
Right.
not spending time on the app, like, and you, I mean, my phone right now is the whole time I've been on here, I'm scrolling.
Hmm.
I think I searched how to make money on your phone. And I'm not commenting on them. I will every like 5 video. And I know that not everybody has the ability to do that, but social media is AI platforms, and I feel, in my unprofessional opinion, that when I spend time in other people that are in my niche or that I want, like, over 40 and moms, that's what I go for all the time. It helps. Now I still get bots and random people all the time too, but I do believe that it's to Instagram and Facebook are the same thing. They all run off of your engagement.
Okay.
So if you're burnt out, give yourself some grace. It's okay to take a reset. It's okay to commit to only one video a day. If you need time to reset. There's a time in life to run and walk and sprint. We've heard that before.
Right.
But if you stay in that rest spot, you can't complain that you're not growing.
Right.
And if you don't love TikTok and that's not where you want to be, then stop putting your effort there and go to YouTube and commit to it.
Gotcha.
Now, I'm going to give you an example really quick. I did weight loss products for 3 years. My upline told me I couldn't sell digital marketing. It was against their code of ethics, and they lied to me. So I was making my $35 or $40 a month. And I was so scared. I was so scared to pivot from that weight loss product to this. It scared me for 5 months. I was scared to death of it. Until one day I got sick of it and I just committed and I completely cut it off. And I never talk about that weight loss product again. And I just talked about this going forward. So if TikTok is not the platform you want to be at and you don't like that pace and you're better at on YouTube and you're better at long form and you mentally like, if you are a preacher, then you have a way different way to speak than me because that's like you
Well, I
scream.
said I'm not a preacher, but I do speak. But anyway, go ahead.
Right, you are. But you know what I mean? Like, you know how fast and crazy and loud I am? TikTok's perfect for me, but it may not be your platform and that's okay.
Right.
And if you're putting all your effort on it and it's not what you want, then just go with what you want because maybe you're not putting your heart on those videos and that's why you're not connecting with people. I don't know. I'm just trying to brainstorm with you.
Right. Yeah, I was just trying to get the go live first, so I can say finally, because I felt
Do
like
it.
I did. Yeah.
Do it.
Gotcha.
Just go live. You listen, text me or put it in my community and say, I'm going live at this time and tag me in it so I can try to be on there and we'll all try to support you. Okay?
All right. Thanks.
You can do it. Willow. I think I muted her. Willow.
Yeah, I think there we go. Hey Jess, miss you already. I'm good. I just got a little confused when you were talking to you were talking to Christina, I think, or I'm not sure
Okay.
who you were talking to. And you were saying put all your personal stuff on Facebook. But I thought you were talking about do your personal stuff on your lives.
Definitely. You can talk more about yourself on their lives. You have to.
Okay.
But
So it
if
really
you're,
is better to talk on my lives to be just telling stories about me.
yes. But I feel like
Okay.
if you're doing TikTok videos, they need to roughly always be about the same thing over and over and over again.
All right, so
Because
that one I should just like lean into, hey, I'm 65 and I don't have enough money to be retired. And
right,
that's why I'm doing this.
right.
Okay.
I think the
Cool.
personal random stuff needs to be for your stories. Michelle was
Mhm.
just talking about that on her live. I get call to actions on my stories every single day.
Oh, and
So,
then the other thing you were talking about, you were saying something about on your live, you talk to people and create a video on the live. What do you mean by that?
what do
Is
you
that,
mean?
did I hear that right?
I don't know what you mean.
You said something earlier. You said on your live, you ask them questions and that you use that to create a video. Did I misunderstand?
I made a TikTok training. Is that what you were talking about?
No.
I made a
I already
TikTok.
may have misunderstood. What I thought you were saying is that on your live, you interact with people and you're
Mhm.
saying, hey, are you 65 and do you live in blah and are you worried? And then you cut
Like
that into a video.
I help them think about a video, like how easy it is for somebody that hasn't bought to make a video.
Thank you.
I think
Okay.
that's what I meant. Don't you
Thank
think?
you. Thank you. That makes much more sense.
Yes. Yes. Is that all the question you had? You're so easy.
I try not to, complicate. Try to make it
Don't overthink it.
simpler. Yeah,
You
right.
you are an
Exactly. I'm trying to
overthinker.
keep it simple here.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Don't overthink it, right?
Not that other S word.
That's right.
Thank you.
It's good to talk to you, Willow.
You too.
Danielle.
Now I'm nervous.
Hi. Oh.
Um,
This is a free space or a safe space. You do not need to be nervous.
okay. I'm not shy, which is really weird. But I have a hard time bringing myself out in my videos. And I haven't posted in probably a couple months because I just I think I got overwhelmed and burned out
Mhm.
because I was making 3 videos a day, going live. I was going live, and so now my son lives with me with his 2 kids 90% of the time, and so and they fight a lot, them too, and the 4-year-old just screams,
So
and
it's hard to make
and
videos.
so it's hard for me to make videos. It's hard for me to go live, and I guess I want my house back.
Sure. So, I mean, other than making videos somewhere else other than your house, I mean, is that in your car on the way to work, before you get to work, where you're at right now? You just might have to do it somewhere else.
Right.
Go
I was
outside.
making,
Can you make videos outside?
not at work.
No, but you can at home, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I used to make my videos in the morning before I even would go into work.
Right. That's a great idea. In the car, lots of people love car videos. Don't you guys watch creators and all they do is make videos in their car?
Yeah.
Give her some more examples. Go to the park. I love that. Like right now, can you make a video without you even talking right now in your office? Are you
I
allowed to?
have a ton of B-rolls.
Are you
I
using
just came back from Zion Park.
are you using those B-rolls?
No.
You got to get out of your head whether you got a lot going on at home anyways. You got no other choice. You got to make videos. You got to post.
Yeah. I've got a ton of B-roll, and I just don't know what to put on them. Don't know what to say on them.
Right?
So
Well, I mean, you can look at other creators and just use some of the stuff they use. That's what I do. Make it your own.
yeah. Yeah. I just have a hard time with knowing what to say, and I haven't done any talking videos in a long time.
Well, you can still post without doing talking videos or do them in your car. Use
Yeah.
ChatGPT. Thank you. Use ChatGPT like a personal assistant and just say, I want to tell you about myself, blah, blah, blah. And I need to make short videos for TikTok. Can you help me with wording? And ChatGPT will spit a bunch of stuff out at you.
Yeah.
That is one thing I do love about chat is like you can talk to it like an assistant and it will spit out ideas over and over and over for you.
Yeah.
You can do it. You have it at your fingertips. You've just got to do it. You have no other choice, right?
Right. Yeah. I need to just do it.
That's right.
And I used to go live in my car
Well,
until it got too hot.
right. But you have to. You have no other choice. You have to get back at it.
Yeah. I need to.
Today's the day.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
You
you.
got this. You got this, sister. Susan, I think you're next.
I'm so excited. It's so nice to meet you. And I wrote everything down because I didn't want to miss out anything. So, anyway, okay, so I have a whole bunch of things I know I lack connection with my ideal customer because I haven't had any leads since the 15th of September. So, I've been focusing on one thing, but anyway, I'm just going to tell you kind of about me, if that's okay.
Okay.
I love Jesus. I'm 52. divorced, remarried. I lost everything 5 years ago. I have two kids that are 20, 25. I was in a nursing job, 9 to 5 for 25 years. And in October, they told us they were going to lay us off. I'm not where I want to be financially. When I remarried, I married an American. I'm Canadian. So I just moved to the US. I just immigrated and moved in September. So all of this, like just to be with him, I didn't want to come to a new country and nurse, if that makes sense. I'm done with nursing. I didn't want to have to write my NCLEX. I've been out for 30 years out of school. And it scared the bejesus out of me. Like
Sure.
it scared me to go to work. So I started looking for this and I found Wendy. And I related to her because she's Canadian. She's in her
Right.
50s and I related to her. So that was it was a no-brainer for me. But I am embarrassed to talk about everything I've been through. Like I'm the one that said, I'm afraid to dive deep because I'm afraid what I'll find, and I'm afraid of, like, I was always told not to talk about it.
Oh, right.
And
That's
I
ingrained in us.
embarrass my
Right.
family, right?
Right.
So that's where I'm at. So I've been talking about 9 to 5, burnout, not having time with kids, because that's how I felt. I felt like a really bad mom, but I don't have my children with me now. They're 20 and 25. So I feel like I'm not hitting where I need to be.
You're just kind of going all over.
I got way too much. Like,
So
no, I've been just really trying to focus on the 9 to 5 burnout and
Okay.
family time and how this has been, but I just don't know that that's where I need to be.
Do you think your 9 to 5 burnout is making you not connect with your audience? That's what you think?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Although one of my customers was exactly that. So I'm kind of like, do you know what I'm saying? But it was my one and only customer, if that makes sense. So I'm
Mhm.
like, do I give that up or is it not where I'm supposed to be?
Right. If you think you're talking about too much, like maybe you've narrowed it down, right?
Yeah, I don't talk about all of that. I'm just telling you because I just want some help, like narrowing it down. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I feel like all the other stuff is for alive, and the
Yeah.
the 2 or 3 big things are the everyday videos.
That's what I've been doing. Yeah.
I also think sometimes, even though you're a person that works a 9 to 5, it is very broad, just like Heather put in the chat. That's a very broad topic, but it's also a lot of syllables off your lips. And that's 3 or 4 or 5 seconds, and they're falling off because I can't be the
Okay.
only person working a 9 to 5. That's 3 seconds. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
a lot.
how can you reword not a 9 to 5er? That's 9 to 5er. That's 4 syllables. Like I'm thinking
Mhm.
out, like brainstorming this with you. Like, how can you reword some of that stuff so you're still connecting deep down, but you're not saying as much? Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, it makes total sense. Yeah. I really just try to focus on a couple of things. I don't tell them everything, like what we just talked about.
Right.
But I thought if I shared with you, I'd be able, to hit it better.
I'm reading highly targeted words that explain the you, the no with no ifs, buts, or Yeah, you got to take all those things out. You're right, John. We don't have time for pause, ums, buts, maybes, or stuttering.
Right.
Um, Somehow, when you figure out exactly, like if you don't want to say 9 to 5er, or you think mom in her 50s starting over, I love that. How many other moms over 50 need a way to make money online? Like, that doesn't mean they didn't work or they do work, but your moms
Mhm.
and they're over 50. I love the over 50 community. I'm
Mhm.
43 and 85% of my followers are over 50. I just saw that on my
Okay.
analytics the other day. So look at your
Okay.
analytics and, like,
Yeah.
would it be easier to say or more connecting if you just talk to people over 50?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Maybe. And
Yeah.
listen, like, if you had leads and then you didn't for 3 or 4 days, don't get super like in your head about it because it comes
Okay.
waves.
Yep.
It's like a 90-day thing. Like I see
Okay.
ups and waves. And I
Okay.
highly recommend different platforms. You need like TikTok could
Yeah.
literally be gone in a second and we would all be like, oh my gosh. So,
Right.
we need to put that stuff everywhere.
Absolutely. I thought about doing like, because I moved, right? Because there's people moving every day. There's like thousands of people that move from state to state every day. But then I thought that would be pretty overwhelming too. Like it's not even, yeah. And then to
Right.
move countries, I don't want to attract the wrong audience. So anyway,
Um,
okay.
I don't know if that like has helped you any, but I feel like if you find like you've got to find how you want to say your 3 to 5 things without saying too much. I
Right.
love the over
Okay.
50 idea. Don't you guys love it? I love that. And you do look very beautiful to be over 50. You're so
Thank you.
um
Okay.
like how can you say that without and like you're opening up to me, put some of that emotion on those videos.
I know, I
I think
know.
it's
And
great.
sorry to everyone. I feel like I have to apologize because that's how I was brought up, right?
I
So
know.
sorry, I like brought so much out there to everyone. So, but I'm just sharing because, I want to be able to help other people. And I know there's a lot of women that have gone through exactly what I have been through.
Oh
And I
yeah.
want to be able to be there for them. So thank you so much. I love you so much, Sissy.
Oh, you're so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Lewis.
Just unmute myself here.
I can't.
Uh,
There you are. Hello.
am I there? Okay. Thank you so much, Jess. This is the first time I jumped onto one of your lives. I was actually invited here by Cecilia. No, not by Cecilia, never
Celine.
mind. So I'm going to do an enormous brain dump on all of you today because I'm so stuck. And I don't want to step on anyone's toes and I don't want to make the wrong impression, but I've just got so much going on at the moment. So I've been with Legacy Builders at LBCR for the last 7 months. Come from agency background, having previously worked in health and fitness, worked for a boutique marketing agency. The agency closed. I was given some opportunity. I've started my own agency. But before doing so, I bought the program, the $900 program, with great intention. I've since in 7 months broken even. I've doubled my revenue and I've earned a couple of $1,000 on the side. So let's say moderate. I've got 5,670 followers on TikTok. I'm not really keen on TikTok because agency, we've always been opposed to TikTok just because of the types of audience, but I'm pushing TikTok hard. I've done a lot of creative on it and I have a tendency to sort of recreate the wheel. So instead of just sticking to the one thing, and the other day the penny dropped, as resellers and not just focusing on being a reseller in this business model. But so I changed my whole sort of angle and thought, okay, I'm just going to tap into the Confidence to Cash Freedom Sprint. Did that, and of course, with my overzealousness, I built a master prompt, put it onto the community, and stepped on someone's toes there by sharing a link to my community. It was instantly banned on school. So now I'm stuck even more. Fortunately, our South African 6 and 7 figure earner ladies have been absolutely wonderful, and I've jumped onto some of their communities. I'm also running my own community, but I'm sort of between a rock and a hard place at the moment because I don't have actionable steps on a daily basis from the DGL community, and I'm trying to create impactful content that I can communicate with my ideal client. We're basically a shot in the dark at the moment. I've sent out emails to Michelle. I've gotten insight from Cecilia Jacobs. I've humbled myself. I've jumped onto Michelle's live. I've literally bombed her whole live for 3 days. And I'm just getting nowhere. I'm feeling frustrated. At one point, I was ready to throw in the towel. And yeah, I just really feel stuck at the moment because I think my problem is that I'm not following word for word instruction. I'm once again trying to recreate the wheel, trying to polish it, trying to make it look agency better or a totally different message or a totally different angle. And I'm not getting the conversions that I'm looking for. In fact, I'm not even getting the engagements that I'm looking for. What would be your best advice?
Um, Carrie says you're not coachable. Are you like being kicked out of DGC, right? You got kicked out of DGC?
Yeah, I posted a hyperlink to my personal community and I didn't realize how well I kind of knew that you're not supposed to self-promote, but I thought like a full value post with a little link at the bottom, like follow for more if you want some of this. And I was
Right.
just banned instantly. That was like last week or so.
But you still can promote the program.
Of course, I can promote the program, but what I'm looking for are the daily insights on the 90-day content to cash sprint. So I'm kind of winging it at the moment with the content creator.
Well, I mean, if you like you talked earlier about how you weren't getting down to sharing your true self, right? There's so much you weren't talking about.
Well, I've done a broadcast on a local radio station in the line of recovery from addiction, etc., and had great results on long format on his podcast. But I just took some snippets and put it up on my YouTube. But I've been thinking about that. I've been pondering about that now for the last few days, whether or not just to be a bit more authentic and talk about that specific hook. You know, I went from completely homeless and addicted to running master resale rights to having my own agency to becoming a global Microsoft training partner in 7 months.
Do you think you're trying to do too much?
I come from a very intense sales background, like bullpens and Shark Tanks. So I think you can relate, having sold online as well and networked online. You know, we just push ourselves to the red line, and also interested in bodybuilding. So I really find it hard to do moderation. I mean, when I hear about a 2-hour workday, then that doesn't excite me. It doesn't excite me at all. Like I want to go hard.
I mean,
yes, you're probably right. My business coach says so. Yes.
The daily videos are not going to make or break your business. I think it's very important for a new person, but I also think you are intelligent enough and you've been here long enough that you know what you need to do. Yeah. Don't you think so? I mean, you guys help me out in the chat. Like, just listening to him, I feel like you know what you need to do. You just need to get out there and post and get loud. And you need to connect with your audience.
Yes. So what I've been doing is I've been jumping onto my feed and then trying to engage on comments and things, but I just feel like, you know, my followers are not nearly even in my niche specific perfect audience range. So I've got a lot of nonsense reels that are coming through. I'm jumping onto lives for about 20 minutes or so. I've got a great moderator. We do 3 to 3:30 live weekdays. And I've gotten up to about 200 views on those lives, but I'm still stuck in 200 view land. I mean, there it is. I'm stuck right now on like 200 views.
Okay, so I'm going to stop you right there. Listen, you're frustrated because you made the choice to be frustrated. You think you're stuck because you've made a choice to be stuck. You've mentally made that choice to feel overwhelmed and stuck, right? So you have to make the choice to stop feeling that way. And I'm going to reverse it on you. If you did a party and you had people come to your house and 200 people came to your house, you would flip your lid because there would be 200 people in your house.
Yeah, 10 people in the room.
I would be devastated if I got kicked out of GGC. I completely understand how you feel. But at the same time, we make a choice to feel overwhelmed. We make a choice to feel frustrated. I keep hearing you say that over and over and over. If you keep saying that, then you're thinking it and you're acting out on it, and that's where you're going to stay.
Manifest destiny.
Right. You have to make the choice. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to move the needle. I'm not going to stay here.
Got you. Thanks, Jess. Awesome.
And it's in you. You're smart, John. I can tell by listening to you for 3 minutes. You're a very smart man. You know what you need to do. And I mean, the daily videos in the community are wonderful, but it's not the end of the world that you got kicked out of there. Yeah. You know what you need to do.
And so I'm sort of weighing up the options here because I felt the exact same thing. I thought to myself, you know, is this very entry level, beginner friendly community content? And, you know, has this happened for a reason that I'm looking for something a little bit deeper water, but it's still sitting there like, okay, I can't tap into that daily video. You know, I hear what you're saying.
You're letting that break you, that one daily video. So somebody else put in there, there's enough like stuff inside of your legacy builder and all the trainings that are added in there. And if you're still in that, you could watch training in there, right?
Yes. Yeah, I do. Okay. Just realignment. Thank you so much, Jess. Thank you for everybody that's supported me, that knows about this in the last 2 weeks. There's a couple of you on here. So
well, I realize what you're feeling. I'm just trying to motivate you a little. Don't get mad at me.
I hear you.
You can do this whether you have that daily video or not. You're amazing.
Okay. Thank you for that.
And people need your story. People need your story.
Okay. I'll focus on that in the new week.
That's right.
Thank you, Jess. You're a star.
I don't know about that, but thanks. Annie Scott. Annie Scott? Yes, did I say your name right?
Yes, hi. I'm calling from the UK.
Hey,
Can you hear me?
yes, you're at the
Yeah.
UK. That's so fun. We have people all over the place.
I just wanted to know, I don't know your story very well. So did you have times in the beginning where you battled stinking thinking, or you've coached people who have, and how do you prime yourself for the mindset and the energy that's required to be enthusiastic or
I
inspiring?
think I'm just naturally a little bit on the like glass half full kind of thing. That's just like the Lord just made me that way. But I'm a journaler, Annie. So like over the years when I have let things creep in or and when I've settled on things for a little while, I journal that and get rid of it. And I don't stay there. Like just like John, I just don't allow myself to stay there. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't
Do
I
the
try not
transformation
right.
work.
And it's easy to like get imposter syndrome or get mad because they're more successful than you, or just like John with, oh, I'm stuck in the 200. That's a psychological thing that we allow ourselves to stay in. And my account all summer was I had 5 strikes on my account. It's got banned 5 times. Like, but I didn't stop and I kept going and I got very frustrated at times. I just did not allow myself to stay there.
Yeah. So I
I'm
joined
not a
on May
very
the
good
5th.
mindset coach. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. What'd you say?
I joined on May the 5th and I've posted every day, but I've hardly got any engagement and no leads or anything. And so I'm not sure what I need to change. I'm on Instagram.
Right. And it may be the message and it may be what you're saying needs to change. Right. If you've been in it since May and it's September and you're not getting any action, then maybe what you're saying needs to change. Like, how do you start your videos?
Well, I'm using the hooks list and using ChatGPT. That's really helpful. And I only this week finally learned how to use a teleprompter, so that's very exciting.
Those are 3 things that I have hardly ever used. You're not being Annie. You're being somebody else. Do you ever start videos from a place for you and things that you want? Like, why did you swipe your card? Why did you buy this program? Do you start videos from that place?
Um, I think I start some with pain points, and maybe that's too depressing to start with. I don't
No,
know.
those
I
pain
still
point, your pain points is what will you'll show up more as yourself. And when you talk about your pain points, your audience will connect with you better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't suggest ever using a teleprompter. Ever. I think people know it when you use the teleprompter. Hooks are okay, but if you're trying to use a bunch of different hooks from the hooks from everybody else, that's not who you are. So like those pain points that you think are depressing, that's probably what will connect you more with your audience because they're your pain points, not somebody else's.
I think I have some hesitation because it's partly to do with my husband getting into debt. I don't say my husband, but I don't want to dishonor him.
Right. So
I
can you
say,
say something else? Can you not even
well,
talk about it?
I say, the bombshell dropped when I heard how much debt we were in and that we went through bankruptcy and all of that. Yeah.
I think you have to get to those points, Heather, that are embarrassing and hard for you to talk about. And not just the hooks that other people are using.
Yeah, I do. I wonder if they're too long and I need to do shorter videos so that the watch time is a bigger percentage.
Definitely. Definitely. Try to get it under 30 seconds. Just slap it out there, right, Anna? Just do it real fast and hit the button.
Yeah, I think I definitely need to shrink down.
I think so. There was a time when TikTok pushed 3-minute videos. Right now, they're not doing that. Like it's short, sweet, and to the point.
I'm on Instagram.
Yes, I think Annie, sit down with a pen and paper and think about why you swiped your card and why you want to make money here and what your pain points are.
I
And don't,
do. When I was so excited was because my husband is self-employed and he's working every night till 2:30, 3:30 in the morning, and anxious every morning about earning enough money. And I just really want to reduce his stress and contribute to the household income. And I was so excited when I bought the program. I danced into the kitchen saying, I'm going to retire you. But all these months later, and I've got nothing to show for it. So it's quite easy to let myself get discouraged. And I'm really working hard to pick up and to keep praying
right.
and trusting and
Are
believing.
you
And
are you putting that emotion into your videos? Are you being Annie?
I think so.
If you're using a hook strategy
But
and a
what you said earlier resonated with, spending all day trying to create the content and watching trainings, and then it gets to evening, and then I still, every day I think, oh, I'm going to do my 2 hours in the morning, but it gets to evening, and then I still haven't done them.
yeah. And a lot
Then
of
my
people
energy's
think,
dipped.
yeah, and you get on a training, you're like, this training is going to change my life. I asked that in the mastermind, and almost every single person raised their hand, right, Anna? You came to this mastermind and you came to Kansas because you thought there was going to be something that flipped the switch for you and you were going to figure it out at this training. And almost every single one of them raised their hand. Annie, you are the secret sauce to your business. You will connect with your audience when you show up as you, not everybody else's hooks, not a teleprompter, you. And there's not a training or there's not another creator, it's you. Okay? But just like you just said, that resonated you. We're watching all the trainings, we're doing all the things. We just waiting on our next viral video or our next big hit, right? Or that one thing that creator said on that training that I listened to, and it's going to flip it all and it's going to change it all for me. But in reality, it's to you. The connection that's inside of you needs to come out, so then your audience will start watching you.
I think I have such a block around enoughness or believing that I haven't, could receive that much.
Right.
Much money. I've never earned much money. I've never had a career or anything.
You are worthy, Annie Scott. You are worthy. You are. You are enough. And you have to believe that, or you're going to be stuck in this spot for too long. You are worthy. You are enough. You deserve this. Don't cry. We're not crying today. I'm a journaler, Annie. I journal a lot. I journal.
I do too. I prayer journal every morning in my quiet time.
I love it. Borrow the hope, right? Borrow Michelle's hope. Borrow my hope. You are enough. You are all your business needs. There's no secret switch. It's just you believing in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself and you don't think you deserve it and you don't think you're enough, then your content is what the problem is. The way you're showing up on camera.
Do you mean it will show through?
Right. When you don't have this belief in yourself, then the way you show up is not confident. You don't show up confident. You don't show up as a leader. You just show up because you want to show up to make money, but you're not showing up as a confident leader. Because you don't believe in it. You don't believe in yourself. You just told me that. So you're not showing up as that confident person that's worthy of this. So your audience thinks, well, if she doesn't believe in it, I'm not going to believe in it. So they're not connecting with you. But you are enough. You deserve this. You are worthy. You're an amazing human. You are a child of the King. That's all that matters. And you have to show up that way because you deserve this. And other people need to hear your story. Okay? Just make a decision to not let yourself feel this way. You make the decision. Did she go away?
I'm still here.
Oh, well, it went weird on my
Can you
end.
see me?
I can hear you. I just can't see you.
I'm here.
Oh, that was so weird. That must have been my computer. Make the decision. Make the decision today that you're not going to allow yourself to feel this way. And you are worthy and you do deserve this. And just make the decision to show
Well,
up.
I know God is generous. I can believe in that.
You have to start somewhere. You can't stay here. Right? Everybody give her some love. Go read some of the comments. Everybody give Annie some love in the comments. Let's try to brighten her day.
Thank
You can't do it, sister. Are you in my community?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
good.
recently joined.
Yay! You are enough. You got this. We have to stick together. I love these smaller groups. That's why I love these smaller groups because you get to talk and you get to have a voice. All right. We'll do Heather and April's questions and then we'll go. Okay? Does that be good? April, you're next and then Heather.
Hey,
Hey.
okay. We previously talked about my perfect customer, and I thought that I might have it laid down, but then the other day I had somebody tell me that okay, you already know that I'm on disability. I don't have enough money to live. Well, the thing is that I have to depend on my son to help me with the things that I don't have money for. And that's very hard for me to say or to do.
Right.
Because he already has a grandbaby and they want to have another baby. And I don't want to be the reason that they can't do that. So I was told to hone in on that. Well, how do I, before you said hone on being a grandmother. Well, it's more towards my son. It's not really, I'm only 51. So it's not really my grandmother part. It's that I don't want to do that to my child.
I don't Michelle teaches a lot on your perfect customer and she says that every day. I don't teach that way. Like I believe everybody that watches me is my perfect customer. And I'm not an overthinker. Like I think you being a grandma on disability is enough for every single video.
Okay.
Like all that other stuff, and I know you've got a lot going on, that's for a live. But as far as content and videos, being a grandma over 50 and not making the money that you want is a reason for every single video.
Okay.
Like all that other stuff is for the live. All that like that stuff that makes you emotional. Like right now, April, go make it the way you feel. The emotion that you have right now will make one of your best videos. I believe, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. When the bills come in, when you can't pay what you want, when things aren't going your way, that's when you should be making a video.
Okay.
Have you guys ever made a video from that spot in your life?
I haven't.
Do it. When you're like feeling the way you feel right now, that emotion about your son and the grandbabies, that raw, real emotion, April, is what will connect you with your audience because it's genuine and it's you.
Okay.
And I would talk about that like on those just the videos that you're over 50, you're trying to make money online, you're a grandma, like those 3 important things. You're on disability, you don't have enough money. Be careful saying on disability because then you'll attract a bunch of other people on disability and they'll never have enough money to buy the program from you.
Right.
That has happened to a lot of people that have bought on disability. So you got to be careful saying that because you don't want to pull in a bunch of people that can never buy from you. Right?
Do I need to say fixed income instead, possibly?
That might be good on a fixed over 50 on a fixed income, and I want more out of my life.
Okay.
Yes, I like that. That's a good one.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's nice to see your face.
Hey, one more question. Do you know like how about I sent you a message back saying I wanted to be put on the waiting list. Do you know is it growing fast? Is there a possibility we may have another one soon, or Can
For
you
my
tell me?
private coaching. So I have my private coaching, I keep very small. And right now I got 35 or 40 people and we meet every Wednesday. And it is powerful. There's some ladies on here that are in my coaching. So I do want to start another private coaching class. It's super cheap, except I don't want to keep making that group bigger. You know, like I want us to have
Right.
our own group. So I've
Yeah.
only got 3 people on that second list.
Okay.
So I think 10 or maybe 10, and we'll open up a new one and we'll make a new day with a new time. And yes, we'll start a new group. The reason why my private coaching is so successful when people are making money and people are getting results there is because it's a small group and we get to talk like this.
Okay.
I love DGC, but we're a needle in a haystack. Do you agree?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
like that's why I wanted my private coaching very small. But in my defense, I don't want to take on too much, so then I'm not serving the people that I need to serve. So I have to find the balance for myself too.
Yeah. I understand that. Well, if you don't have me on your list, please put me on the list.
You are on the top of the list, sister.
Thank you.
You're very
I love-
welcome.
I love you.
I love you too, honey. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye. All right, Heather. Sweet, beautiful Heather. You got the mic.
I don't have a question, but I wanted to reply to a couple of the comments that were made. And forgive me, they're out of context now because of
No.
what's been said.
This is what we do on my coaching. Like we help each other. That's the whole point of this. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, so a few of you were really caught in the emotions and trying to not feel them. The problem with that is they have done studies on this. An emotion only lasts 90 seconds. So if you're allowing it to last longer than that, that's a choice. And we need to choose to move past those emotions that are so heavy and dark because they're not serving us. So when you have those emotions and you're sitting with that feeling of stuck and that ick, that's a choice. And it sounds really crappy to say this, but you have the choice to do something. So make the choice to do something, whether it's literally just getting up and going for a walk, or getting up and turning on some music that lights you up or does something to change your state. Because once you do that, you won't be stuck anymore. You will find the answers. So the answers are actually not outside of us. They're all within us already anyways.
That's so good.
The other thing I wanted to say was, and this one's for John. I've been watching you for a while, and I started watching you because of your story. Your story is so freaking powerful that it needs to get put out there. There are so many people that need to hear it. Why I've gotten quiet is because all of a sudden it's been strategy, business. And I'm like, I didn't want to hear the strategy and the business. I want to hear the story. That's what drew me in. And then you had mentioned something about like recreating things, making them your own. And I love that too. We all want to do that. We all want to make something our own. There's a quote that I absolutely love from Pablo Picasso, and it's learn the rules like a pro so that you can break them like an artist. We first have to learn them really, really, really well so that we know how to break them into a beautiful masterpiece.
So good.
And then the last thing I wanted to put out there was, I have 3 sisters. My elder sister, she's 7 years older than me. She's the book smart girl. She's the one that knows everything there is to know about everything there is to know about everything, but she doesn't implement anything. And I'm the one that's like, I don't know the answers to any of this stuff, but I'm going to move forward anyways. Yeah. So there's 2 types of people, and you just have to figure out, okay, well, if you know you're the book smart person, lean into the street smart person a little bit more. And if you're the street smart and you know that you're getting stuck there, then lean into the other one just a little bit more. Yeah. Have that yin and that yang, that little bit of balance. We were talking about balance earlier.
So good. So
yeah.
Good.
That's all I had.
You are such a good speaker. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love that. You and me should do a training together.
We should. I actually wrote down I wanted to reach out to you about an idea I had.
Message me. That would be fabulous. I love ideas. That's how we got here. This was Jesse's idea. Jesse Rice.
This is such an awesome thing, you guys, too. This is the second one that I've seen now where communities are coming together and doing it together because it makes it so much easier to grow. not just your own community, but everyone else's too. So I lift you, you lift me, and it all works out wonderfully. It's awesome. So I love these collaborations.
Yes, there should never be competition. And the
No.
minute you're in a group and you feel competition or you get a bad vibe from somebody, listen to it and get out of it.
Yep.
Definitely. And I'm going to kind of spin on that. If you're in a bunch of communities, you might have too many voices in your head. You've got to watch who you're listening to. It will affect you in more ways than you understand.
Oh, one last thing that you were talking about before was people are coming in and some, like, I've never gone live either. And every time I listen to it, I'm like, oh, maybe I should go live. It sounds really good. But then I'm like, Wendy doesn't go live. We need to get out of our heads like that and just lean into what feels good for me. Does it feel good for me to go live? Does it feel good for me to show up on Instagram or TikTok? Or if I show up on TikTok, does it feel cringe? Okay. Just because other people are doing it and making money off of it, that's awesome. That's them. Find where you fit in, because if you try to fit in where you don't, it's going to feel awful and it's not going to work.
Right. And it's not you. You won't show up as
Right.
you. Definitely. I love to go live. If I could just go live and never make a video, I would just go live all day long and not ever do anything else. But that's like not practical. But like to me, it doesn't bother me. But that's because I'm different, right? We're all different.
My
Yeah.
only issue with going live was the way that it was presented in Legacy. It was pick a time, do it every single day at the same time. I'm like, I'm a stay-at-home mom with kids that are screaming in the background. I can't pick a time. I don't
Right.
know if they're going to have a meltdown then. So I just never did it. And then I talked with Wendy and on in one of her communities, and she was like, I never go live. And that's all I needed was just that little bit of an okay at that moment to be like, okay, hello, light bulb moment. People are doing this in a million different ways. So figure out what works for you.
Yes. But I believe as successful as people are in our community, we try to model them and be like them and do what they do. And then we're not showing up as ourselves. Just like
Yep.
it happens so much. And that it's okay to take on a leader and to do what they do to get success. But then there comes that point where you have to be you, and that happens so much with all of us because we just want to make money. That's why we came here, right? We want to change our life.
Yeah.
But then we show up as somebody else. You're amazing. I love that you spoke. Thank you so much.
Thanks for letting me.
Anytime, anytime. I love it. We could start doing this once a month, twice a month. Make sure you guys get in each other's communities, support each other. There should never be competition. We are in this together. There's too many people on the internet to have competition. And I'm a very firm believer in discernment. I believe the Holy Spirit gives us things. And there's a lot of people in DGC I can't even watch because I see the fakeness through the camera. You make the decision and start watching the people and think about how you feel after you watch them and be careful. Be careful who you let in that space of your head because it's very easy to get that in there. I see John. He's just typing away. He's got something. Look at him. You can tell he's typing away. But I don't know. I got a faith-based program I want to tell you about. I'm not trying to launch my thing on you, but it literally has flipped my life. I recorded it for almost 3 weeks. I cried every single video I made. And it's about, if you're a believer, that's great. If not, I'm not trying to step on your feet, but it's so hard to talk about Jesus and talk about making money online. So I'm doing a module for this, and it's like 20 or 30 some videos, and I bawled on every single video. I just wanted to impact somebody's life. It was so good. It helped me so much. So I'm going to try to launch that on the 6th. So make sure you get some sneak peeks in my community. And maybe Mindy and Tev and Anna and Jesse. Let's see who else we got in here. There was another lady I invited. Oh, we got Christelle's community. We could just bind up together and do this more often collectively as leaders, right? Because we need people. You need like-minded people to be around. All right, we've been on 2.5 hours or one. Yeah, no, 1.5 hours. That's enough time. Go make a video. Before you leave the quiet space that you are in right now, in the emotion and the excitement that you feel right now, make a video. Don't walk out of this space without making a heartfelt video. Okay? Make the video. That's right, Patricia. Bye, guys. I'll see you soon.